Going to go over some of the common questions for the RPNB electronic safe. This is the fingerprint one. So I'll go over some of the common functions and then how it kind of works. So some of the common questions is, oh, there you go. That's a point we'll talk about later. So the mounting, it comes with some mounting hardware, and you can see behind it goes right there. So it's pretty easy to mount like onto a surface or something like that. I mean, it's heavy enough. I don't actually mount it. Mine just sits on top of a dresser, similar to this. And then one thing I would recommend is when you get the instructions at first to put those underneath and then put your foam pad on. That way when you come back to it in a year, 6 months, however long, and you want to reprogram it, that way you have the instructions handy. So programming is pretty simple. There's a programming button on the inside here. Let's see if I could show you. I don't think you can see it. So there's the battery compartment right here, and then there's a button that has the word program right above it. So it's really easy to see in person. And generally what you would do is you would press and hold that button. Everything's gonna light up, and then you can either scan your fingerprint or type in a new code. And it comes with just 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'll type that in, and then you can type in like a new code that you want to do, anywhere between 4 and 6. So there's 3 different ways to open it. First, you're gonna have keys. This is the mechanical way, which is nice if the batteries ever die or whatever. So that way it just goes right in here. You'll turn that, opens up. So that's 100% accuracy, works really well. The other way is a code. You can make this between 4 and 6. So there's my code, throws it open. I've never had an issue with the code. The only thing is if you like fat finger it or push 2 at the same time, but if you take your time and actually do the code, like it works every single time. Now the fingerprint scanner, that's the third way, and that's actually pretty effective for me. I'd say it works 98% of the time. The way to get around that is you could program multiple fingerprints in there. And so what I would do, if I wanted to make this a little more foolproof, is I would program the same fingerprint multiple times, just in case, like if you swipe it sideways, hey, that worked. If you swipe it, at an angle or something like that, you'll have multiple fingerprints in there of the same finger to make it that much more reliable. So, like I said, the finger is like 98% of the time it'll go through. The other 2 are 100%. But yeah, it works really well. Like I said, we don't mount it anywhere, but it is pretty simple to mount. It is relatively heavy, so I'm not worried about any of that. We've had it how long have we had it? A little over a year. We haven't changed the batteries. I'd probably recommend changing the batteries once a year if this is like a crucial safe for you, if you know what I mean. If it's just documents and stuff like that, you probably get away with much longer, and then just have these handy in case you do wait too long. But otherwise, it's been pretty good and like I'd say pretty reliable.